Hello and welcome everyone to Be the Hero. I'm your host, Tony Hooker, and this podcast is dedicated to helping you become a person of action so you can find your passion and become the hero of your own story. Let's get started. Well, hello, my fellow heroes, and welcome to episode 47. Did you know that all the gold that has been mined thus far in human history equals 165,000 metric tons, or 181,881 standard tons? That translates to just over 360 million pounds. Now, at $1,600 per troy ounce, that means the value of the world's gold currently stands at $8,487,797,102,400. All the diamonds in the world are currently valued at $26.9 nonillion. Now, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the way 1 trillion is represented in the U.S., which is via a 1 followed by 12 zeros. If you're calculating 1 nonillion, it is represented in the U.S. via a 1 followed by 30. That's right, 30 zeros. Now that is an absurd amount of money. So why are diamonds perceived to be so valuable? Well, according to an article that's titled The Billion-Dollar Business of Diamonds, which was written for CNBC by Bob Pisani, gave the following reasoning. According to Bain & Company, about 133 million carats of rough diamonds are produced every year. Botswana and Russia are the two largest producers, while Australia, Angola, Namibia, and Canada make up most of the rest. You see, there's 4 producers that control about 65% of the market. And unfortunately, commercially viable diamond mines are actually a rarity. Today, there are only about 20 major diamond mines in the world. 11 of those make up 62% of the world's production of diamonds by carat. And mines are even getting more rare. The last major diamond mine was discovered in Zimbabwe in 1997. The examples of gold and diamonds being so valuable is a result of scarcity. You see, precious metals and gems are a finite resource, and they are costly to mine and produce. Their value is based on availability, or the lack thereof, and the cost of production. There are other things today that have very little perceived value that were once considered extremely valuable because of that very reason. One case in point is aluminum. Aluminum is a very common metal. It's actually almost twice as abundant as iron. But for a long time, there was no easy way to extract it. And no one really succeeded until a German chemist found a way in the 1820s. From there, aluminum became an instant hit. People loved the color and the luster, and it was viewed as a brand new precious metal. In fact, aluminum became so precious that it was considered more valuable than gold and silver in the 19th century because it was harder to obtain. The French government used to show off bars of aluminum next to the crown jewels. Napoleon III used an aluminum cutlery set for special guests at banquets. Other routine guests were only given gold cutlery. The United States even got into the act, and they showed off in 1884 by capping the Washington Monument with a 6-pound pyramid of aluminum. You see, the value of all things was and is based on scarcity. Whether that scarcity is real or imagined or manufactured. Now I want you to think about scarcity and how it plays into our daily lives. The scarcity mindset is the idea that there simply isn't enough of something to go around. And one of the biggest areas that people seem to believe in scarcity is in the area of success. There are people who honestly believe that success is finite. Before you disagree with me, think about it for a minute. When you hear about someone signing a huge contract, do you get excited or do you get upset? What do people usually say? They usually say things like, how much money does one person need? Or we'll say flat out that that person doesn't deserve that much money to do what they do. But where do those questions and statements come from? Well, I believe that they're often rooted in jealousy. And that jealousy is rooted in a mindset of scarcity. When we hear of someone else's success, we have thoughts, however fleeting, that if someone else finds success, if someone else gets the big contract, then there won't be enough money left over for us. If that person succeeds, then somehow we won't be able to succeed. I know that's hard to come to terms with, but it's true. Think back and answer honestly. Have you ever said one of the following? I can't seem to save money, so I guess I'm supposed to be poor. Or I wish I could afford that, or I didn't really want that job anyway. Some people might say something derogatory about the size of someone's house. Someone might say something about the car someone has. It all comes from that mindset of scarcity. And I'm sure we've all said something similar at some point in our lives. And it's usually been when someone else succeeds, achieves, or receives something that deep down we desired for our own lives. And we somehow think that we can't do or have the same thing, as if success is doled out in limited quantities. But that simply is not true. Success is made, it's generated. It's not something to be found, it's created. Success is created. It's created through desire and action. And contrary to some, there's plenty to go around. There is no limit to the amount of success you can attain in your life, unless you put limits on yourself. And scarcity is that thought that there isn't enough to go around. So we have to conserve, we have to scrimp, we have to save, we have to hoard instead of giving and sharing what we have. It's also that thought that if someone else has, then that means that we cannot have. And again, that simply is not true. Success in any area of your life is up to you. What others have in their lives is completely irrelevant to you and the level of success you can attain. Instead of viewing others' success with contempt, reframe it. Reframe their success and use it as fuel. If someone betters themselves and gets a raise along with a promotion, instead of thinking about how you would have been a better choice, think of how you can increase your value to the company and receive your own promotion. The company has obviously shown a willingness to reward hard work and increased value. So provide those things to the company you currently work for or for another company that values them and reap those rewards. Someone else's achievement, no matter what area of life their achievement is in, does not diminish your ability to realize success in your own life. With the right planning and the right level of action, success is available to each and every one of us. It's not about having enough money or having the right connections or being in the right part of the world. It's about belief in action. Success in any area, at any level, is completely up to you. I want you to realize something that many quote-unquote successful people already know. Success and the value of success is not realized in dollars and cents. And the value of success is not based on scarcity. The value of success is based on abundance and what it allows you to do, what it allows you to give back, and how it allows you to positively change the world you live in and help others obtain their own success. I want you to dispose of the scarcity mindset. Understand that success does not come at the expense of someone else being able to succeed as well. Don't be afraid to show happiness and joy when others succeed. Unlike gold or diamonds, success is not finite. Someone else's success doesn't have anything to do with your ability to obtain it. Thank you so much for listening today. I look forward to being with you again next week. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this podcast, please take time to rate it and leave comments. I'd also encourage you to hit the subscribe button so you'll always receive the latest episode of Be the Hero when it comes out. You can provide feedback by sending an email to feedback@betheheronow.com. Until next time, my friends, rid yourself of the scarcity mindset. Instead, adopt a mindset of abundance, where the success of one means beneficial results for all involved. A mindset of abundance means that there are unlimited opportunities for positive growth and development. Rid yourself of the scarcity mindset and adopt a mindset of abundance, and you will be the hero.